Have you ever felt like you're running a race you can't win? Like you're constantly looking over your shoulder, checking to see who's ahead, who's falling behind? We live in a world that practically begs us to compare. Social media feeds are endless highlight reels of other people's successes, their perfect vacations, their flawless families. It's so easy to get caught up in it, to measure our own worth against someone else's yardstick. But I want to ask you something today, a question that might just change everything. What if you stopped? What if just for today you decided to run your own race? Think about it. When you focus on others, you give away your power. You let their journey dictate your pace. Start chasing their dreams instead of your own. Your energy, your precious limited energy, gets scattered. You're trying to be a little bit like this person, a little bit like that person, until you look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back. You've become a patchwork of other people's expectations. It's not living, that's performing, and it is exhausting. It's the most radical, most empowering act you can perform every single day is to bring the focus back to you. Not in a selfish way, but in a self-preserving, self-building way. Imagine your focus as a spotlight. For so long, you've been shining it on everyone else, watching their every move. Now, it's time to turn that spotlight back onto yourself. Illuminate your own path. What do you need today? What small step can you take today that will move you closer to your own goals, not someone else's? Maybe today, focusing on you means finally starting that project you've been putting off. Maybe it means taking a walk in nature to clear your head. Maybe it means saying no to something that drains your energy so you can say yes to something that fills you up. It's not about grand, monumental gestures. It's about the small, consistent choices you make every single day. It's about choosing to nourish your body with good food, to nourish your mind with good books or positive content, to nourish your soul with moments of quiet and reflection. When you focus on yourself, something magical happens. The noise of the outside world starts to fade. The pressure to keep up, to compete, to compare it, all begins to dissolve. You start to hear your own voice more clearly. That inner wisdom, that gut feeling you've been ignoring, it gets louder. You begin to trust yourself more. You realize that your journey is unique. Your timeline is your own. There is no behind or ahead because you are on a completely different track, heading towards a destination that is meant only for you. Let's talk about growth. True. Sustainable growth doesn't happen when you're trying to copy someone else's blueprint. It happens when you tend to your own garden. You have to know your own soil, what nutrients it needs, how much sunlight you require. Trying to grow an oak tree in a pot meant for a bonsai will only lead to frustration. You need to understand your own nature. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What lights a fire in your soul? These are the questions that matter. The answers won't be found on someone else's Instagram page. They're found within. Every day, wake up and ask yourself, how can I be a little better than I was yesterday? Not better than your coworker, not better than your friend, not better than that influencer online. Better than the you of yesterday. This is the only competition that matters. Did you learn something new? Did you push your limits, even just a tiny bit? Did you show yourself a little more kindness? Did you take one step, no matter how small, in the direction of your dreams? That's a win. Celebrate that win. This shift in focus from external to internal is the ultimate game changer. It's where you find your power. It's where you build unshakable confidence. Because when your validation comes from within, from your own progress and your own effort, no one can take that away from you. The opinions of others become what they are. Just opinions. They no longer have the power to build you up or tear you down. You become your own anchor in the stormy sea of life. Think of yourself as a masterpiece in progress. Every single day you get to add a new brushstroke. Some days you'll paint with bold, vibrant colors. Other days, the strokes might be softer, more subtle. Some days, you might even feel like you've smudged the canvas, made a mistake. But it's all part of the process. It's all part of your unique creation. You wouldn't judge a Monet halfway through, would you? So don't judge yourself. Trust the process. Trust the artist, which is you. Focusing on you means taking radical responsibility for your happiness and your life. It means you stop blaming circumstances or other people for where you are. You recognize that you are the driver of your own vehicle. You choose the destination, you control the speed, and you decide when to take a rest stop. Yes, there will be detours. There will be traffic jams. But you are always in the driver's seat. So here is your challenge, starting now. For the rest of today, let your focus be entirely on you. When you find your mind drifting, comparing your life to someone else's, gently bring it back. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? What is one thing I can do for myself? Maybe it's stretching for 5 minutes. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for. These small acts of self-focus are the building blocks of a powerful, centered, and fulfilling life. Your journey is yours alone. Your pace is the right pace. Your dreams are valid. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. The world needs you. The authentic, focused, and powerful you. So shine that spotlight inward. Water your own grass. Run your own race. Because the most important project you will ever work on is yourself. Do I let that project get dusty on a shelf while you busy watching everyone else build their legacy? Build yours, starting today, starting right now. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. See you next time.